Hey there, how's everybody doing? 6:20 p.m. on April 8th, April 9th. All right, long day. Hope everybody's well. All right, hope everybody's well. Um, we got the markets moving here a little bit. They keep trying to kind of want to stall out. I don't know what the hell they want to do sometimes, but um, looks like we got a couple sectors that are hot, a little hot right now. All right, so looking at the futures here, looking at the diamonds right here. So we've come down, right? We made that low. We tried to rally. We puked, right? We rallied back up. Well, we're coming back up to the top of this V here now. All right. So our next move here is for 85.55. All right, and that triangles it all out right to there. Okay, so we're gonna have some naysayers up here. All right, there's gonna be some puts around here. All right, there's gonna be a battle, a little bit of a battle made here, and we're gonna see if we can find this as a resistance area, or if we're going to find this place as a supportive area. All right, so we're going to see what shakes out here. And the next today, some stocks moved up today. All right, we finally had stocks that haven't moved up in a while. Made a big day today. All right, a lot of tech. All right, and a lot of cyclicals. All right, I'm going to go through some of them right off the bat here. I'm going to try to stick with this daily chart. All right, here's your Walmart with the 3-2 up on the day. Give me that 3-2-2, if you know what I mean. All right, looking good here on the daily. We're through that area now. You got that same issue across the board. All right, where I showed you that V. We're going to be seeing it in the stocks as well. So trying to get back up to 134.69 on Walmart. This was a nice 3-2 up. Give me another 2 up tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Some of these retailers are going higher right now. All right, TGT, Target. Target's just been cruising very, very nicely with the 3-2-2 up. I got 2 more in there, right? 2 more? He said 2 more. All right. We'll see what happens with that. We'll try to get up to 126 to triangle that out. It's only a couple bucks and change. Again, we'll see what. But this group, these discretionaries, all right, they had a nice move today there. All right, XLY. I'm going to show you. All right, XLY has strong day, 2 up. We're catching it maybe at the right spot, right? So just takes this day up today, and now you got everything kind of triggering. All right, not everything, but the ones I'm looking at here. All right, so Nike wakes up again. I'm always gonna bring Nike into the fire because Nike deserves better. All right, 2 up. I grew up with the Nike. All right, so everybody has. All right, so 2 up there on the day. Couldn't get the higher high. But we'll see what tomorrow brings on Nike. That's about really all I can say about that one right now. All right, and it's got a gap to fill. It's you know what it is. All right, Macy's. Macy's good. All right, another good day here. It's not fabulous. All right, it's not fabulous, but when you look at it here. We got, sorry, I don't know why that didn't flip over. All right, you're in your inside month. You're 3 on the quarter on the day. How did they get to? All right, so it's 3 on the day. I don't know how this one got changed. All right, that's your quarter inside. I was going to say there's no way she's 3 on the quarter. So 2-3 today. Give me that 3-2-2 back up. Looks pretty good to me. All right. Macy's, we'll see what starts to happen there. We get up, we'd have to take out this month here, which is at 1947, not far off right now. All right, and then we go for this guy up here, 22.97. I think she could get back up to 21.22, provided we don't get bombed. Like we don't get blown up. All right, so as long as that happens, we're fine. All right, so Macy's, that one's good. I think that one's good. Victoria's Secrets. I'm picking a couple of the ones that have been kind of left behind a little bit. 2-1 inside on the month here. All right. It was a 3-day here, so I don't know if this one shakes out right, but we'll see. Victoria's Secrets was down. You're inside on the quarter, you're inside in the month, and you're 2-week up. All right. And they did come down and kind of pound this thing a little bit. All right. So watch out for that one. I did put that one on my list, but because I think it's probably a little bit better, that's probably why I did it. All right, Victoria's Secrets. Lululemon. All right, 166 here now. We had a nice day today with the 3-day. So give me that 3-2-2 back up, right? Lulu gets inside the month now. It's doing well. It's inside quarter. It's inside there out of 1 in the month, and it's hanging in there right now. And we've really only been in how many days? 6 days. All right, so we barely even touched the month here, and that is not bad for Lulu coming back up. All right. So I say Lulu. I think that one's okay. Abercrombie and Fitch, ANF. Had a 2-1 day today. Looking for that 2-1-2 back up. That's what I'm looking for. Just coming back. There's nothing here. Nothing here talking about overnights. I don't like the way the two's coming down on the 2 hour. Okay, this isn't no fun. All right, so this is something that is a definite obstacle in our way. All right, so we'll see what happens of that over the overnights. All right, it doesn't look like there's going to be too much overnight action from what I'm seeing here already. So I think they're going to be close to the vest again. So that one, and I got and I got Dick's Sports Good. All right, Dix has already been moving, man. Nice 3-day. Give me the 3-2-2 up. Let's go. Take the month. 222.65. Okay, with that V that we're getting into, we're going to find out how that's going to shake out. Might not get that answer to them tomorrow. You know, they might knee-jerk it to move it up and then just kind of move the troops back in again because maybe nobody got hurt. So then they'll be like, okay, so we can move back. We can move back forward. All right, but Dick's great week here. Great day. This thing looks good. All right, Dick's Sporting Goods. Continuation to the upside. So those are the discretionary stocks that I'm looking at. I'm looking at healthcare. I am looking at healthcare, REGN, Regeneron. Regeneron is an inside day going in tomorrow. We'll see if that can 2-1-2 something out of it. I see something getting knocked out here. I don't know what that's all about, but it looks like it made a move to the downside there. Regeneron, maybe there's some news out on that. I do not know. All right, and then ABBV. All right, ABBV is coming back down 2-1 inside. All right, really don't have too much going for us on this one. We got the red on the month here with the quarter and the month. All right, the only thing I like about it is the week that's coming inside there. And she hasn't triangled out from here yet, so she's holding up. So I'd give this one probably still a little bit room. You see if that thing can get back up to 220. I will see with that one. All right, ABBV. So Lily. Lily didn't even have a great day too either. It's a 2 up there. Came back down in the middle of the day there. All right, so a little sketchy on the healthcare. United Healthcare, we know the insurers have been a little bit touchy too. And this has been a 3-day thing now, so keep an eye on this. Maybe coming into next week. Maybe something starts to turn around with that. But, XLV is having, XLV, believe me or not, is having a pretty good day. It gave up a little bit here at the end of the day. All right. But otherwise, inside, 2-2 up on the week. I don't think it's that horrible. We'll see what happens. I didn't go through too many of them stocks. All right, XLF. So what do we got? Nice day up here. Got an outside day. Give me the 3-2-2 back up. You're inside 1. You're looking to take month up here. All right, and what about 6 days in? Not even. All right, looking to take month up here with the 2-week up strong. All right, so banks. A little bit better there. I got Goldman Sachs. All right, Goldman Sachs is 2-1 inside, looking for that 2-1-2 tomorrow. Look out for that baby, man. It's in the 2 hour. You can see it's in a mess right now. All right, but no vol, a lot of vol, no liquidity. You know the story. All right, so Goldman Sachs. That's what I think about that. I like the discretionaries. I like the healthcare. I think it could get better. We talked about the discretionaries. I talked about Walmart, Target, Nike, Costco. You could put in that troop. Anything in the staples, XLP. All right, what do we got? We got Coca-Cola. All right, it was up 89 cents today. All right, I think the biggest one that was Ralph Lauren here. Big day for Ralph Lauren, up 2.5, up $10 almost on Ralph Lauren. All right, so we'll see. You see the boot? No, you're not going to get the boot. All right, boot got going there. All right. All right, crude right now, flat. Not much doing here right now. The UCO is up 0.23. The CLs are unchanged, 58 cents here. All right, so very quiet on the crude. Not a chirp. Okay. Then I'm going to talk a little technology, and let's see if they're going to really try to get out. All right. So Cisco, right off the bat, CSCO, Cisco. All right. So Cisco comes back inside on the day here. Now, these are the ones that I'm kind of watching here. All right. Cisco, you're kind of stuck in the middle of the day here with a lot of indecision. You did get out of it. We did get out of all this business. Now we start to see if we can dip back in here. All right. So you're going to be this, we're going to be opening inside here somewhere, okay? This is kind of a mess, all right? And then we'll see what happens. I mean, you're 2 up on the month still, but you are starting to dip below there, all right? So Cisco, another couple days down, and they'll be right back down to $77, and then they'll see what they want to do with them from there, all right? Marvel did its job. It got up to $20. I talked about that this morning. MRVL. All right, I'm good. Marvel, just beauty. All right. But today she breaks, coming back down a little bit after a couple of gaps. All right, this is going to be a lot for her. We'll see what the pullback comes back at. This thing's strong. It's going higher, but I want to see this move now. If the futures start taking that move up from I showed you at the beginning, that V that you noticed, we'll be watching that very closely. All right, and we'll see who's going to fight that. That's going to be a pretty good battle. We'll see what's going to handle how that's going to fall out. All right, interestingly enough. All right, talking too much. All right, NVIDIA. I'm just going to go through them here too much. NVIDIA. I like the inside day. That's in the month and the quarter. That's all I like. All right, that's all I like in NVIDIA. All right, NVIDIA. All right, what we got then? Who I got? Microsoft. Just try to get back alive. Just trying to get back in the game a little bit. Just give me something. All right, just give me water. Give him water. I mean, look at him. I don't know, the old man, I'll tell you. He moves slow, but there he goes. Look at that day he put up today. All right? You wouldn't know what he would even seen that. It was like sneaky it in there. All right? But, hey, guess what? It had a nice hammer day. Right? All the garbage we put on the thing. And then here it shows up with a pretty nice hammer on the day. All right? So what do we got from there? We're going to look at Goog. Goog and ag Broadcom partnering up, powerhouse, right? Got to think. I guess a lot of people talking about it, but I haven't heard his chat. I haven't seen anything written about it. I'd like to see something about that. All right, there's your Google coming back up on your V there, coming back up. Look at that right there, man. They just got it. Looks like they got it close to a double top there right now. All right, so we're seeing this move. Remember I talked about we're going to get that move to the upside. So now is this going to be our resistance area, or is this going to be our support area? This is a really big thing, all right, when we get back up here. All right, so we're going to have to see. You can make many attempts to try to take their ground, but guess what? Many times you will be sent back. All right, it's just as simple as that. We had a stock, we did the SPY some years back, and I was using the analogy of Hamburger Hill. I'll go back to Hamburger Hill if I have to. All right, so that was a fight in Vietnam. It's pretty brutal too. All right, Google, there you go. Right, I like the inside quarter. I like the 2 up on the month, and I like that 2 up on the week. We'll see what the days can do and bring here better. All right, what else we got there? We're going to take a look at Amazon. Amazon, brilliant day here. Up 7% on the week now, guys. So this thing's been moving really nice for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You probably got another nice day coming tomorrow. Now it's moving around in the overnight. Got back down to 231. That's what I think. I think 231's a decent spot. If you could get it tomorrow in the morning or something, and we'll see if the markets are going to carry through. That's going to be interesting enough just to see that. But Amazon, there you go. There's your inside 2 hour. Nice day today. All right, got to give it up to him. Tesla, lower lows, right? And then trying to fight out of the hole. There you go again. Got down to 336. I gotta say, 290 to like 31. 290 to 31. Anywhere in there, I think your money. All right, so you almost got to keep an order in, or you got to really sit there and, really keep a sharp eye on it, all right? So Tesla, that's what I think. You're 2-2 down on the year here, so we'll see what happens, all right? With the down quarters, just not things are just not well for Tesla. All right now, so we gotta pile on so we can get the job done. All right, what else we got here? We'll take a look at Meta. I don't really follow that. I'll be honest, I just don't watch Meta that much. Two coming back down on Meta on the day. Gave it up right here at the end of the day. They tried to get buyers tried to get back. I know. I mean, 2-1 inside. You didn't have an exciting today, and today wasn't a huge day. Today, actually, for tech was pretty much unchanged. There was not too much really moving around. It was Sandex, but that thing even cranked out. So we'll see what happens there with Meta, and then I got one other one. Apple. Apple, I think Apple's moved too fast, and she's gonna have to come back a little bit. All right, she moved up really quick here. With the 2-3, considering that this was Monday, Tuesday, they made this low, and any way you look at it, buyers came back in control, and that triggered that 2-2 up, but you're not getting that higher high yet. All right, so until you get that higher high, I gotta say, sit tight, even with the big 3-day, give me that 3-2-2 back up. I mean, if we get that kind of day, we'll see, but the futures are coming in flat already, as I can see. All right, so I think I went through everything there. I went through way too much. I talked way too long, about 18 minutes now. All right, so again, just to recoup, XLY, okay, XLY. It's up on the overnight. So it starts to drop back a little bit here. We hit 112.74 today. That was a nice up day. All right, we'll see if XLY can give us another day. It's not showing it right now, I'll tell you that. And then we'll look at XLP, who's been looking good, right? Got that another 2-day up here to 3-2. We get another 2-day up from there. All right, coming back down on the overnight here a little bit. And trying to fight back on a hammer at 83.36. I think XLP is still pretty good. XRT retail, that's all kind of tied in with the cyclicals. Nice day here with the 3. Give me that 3-2-2 back up. 2-2 back up. XRT looks pretty good. The utilities are all right. The activity, they're okay. Today was the day, but they gave it up coming back down pretty good here. So watch out for these utilities, a little tricky there. XLE, we're backing off with the oil back off. So you got shooter coming back down on XRT. So if you think that the thing's going to heat up again, you want to be buying these on the way down. Okay, so XLE 2-1 inside. We're just kind of red everywhere right now, and this is just take the brunt of the whole war here. So just having a hard time lifting. All right, Vanguard, your real estate stocks, I think they're still good. Vanguard put another nice day up here. I gave you a list of them. I think I went through them the other day. You can go back, but they're getting a little bit more mixed. A couple days ago they were better. Okay, Vino. See, even yesterday it had the higher high yesterday, and now today it couldn't get the higher high today. So they're still pretty good. All right, but once you see it stalling out like this, it's like you got to back away and you got to get into the things that are moving up, up, up. Right now it's cyclicals. All right, it's industrials. XLI. All right, I'm going to finish right here. XLI, industrials. Brilliant day with the 2 up there, 173.09. Okay, it was only up 1%. All right, so I'm a little I'm looking at everything and saying it's like to the area where we're going on that chart that I showed you, we're not charging. We're not charging. We're just kind of like everybody's approaching real slow from both sides. So we'll see what happens there. All right, so XLI, look at that. Coming back down a little bit for us there. All right, watch anything with wheels. I think those are the best. Airlines, stuff like that. Trucks, stuff like that. Pacar, anything. I think those are the best. All right, too long out of here. I got to go. Be good.